Hey y'all. I don't know where my okay. Hey, Princess Diana, y'all. Coming here, and I just wanna. I made a short. Hopefully, I can upload it because my phone is one of my main phone is acting weird. YouTube is acting up like it won't even come up for me, y'all. Let me know if y'all had an issue with y'all YouTube app. Like I've never had that happen before, where my account is still exists and everything. No suspension, nothing that I've done wrong. At least, they haven't sent me emails saying I've been doing anything wrong, but it just shut off on my main phone. So my newest phone. So I'm using my old phone and my new phone. But I just want to come in today and just encourage y'all. Like I like to say, speak on affirming how beautiful you are, regardless of how you look today, regardless of where you are today, regardless of what you have today. You need to start affirming what it is you prefer. What do you want in your life? How do you want to see yourself be now or in the future, right? How do you want to come off, right? How do you want people to see you? Because it's so important. This one girl, and I'm saying this because, and I didn't even think about this, but that's why I like listening to other people's videos and stuff like this. This one young lady, she called in to this other girl's her channel, or I guess you could say her channel. She's live on 3 different platforms. This is all I do, y'all, right now. But so she called in, and she's trying to level up all these things, which is cool. But the number one thing that the girl needs to work on, because she started crying immediately, and then she was saying that her mother, y'all, always used to tell her that she was ugly a lot. I'm like, dang, like that's horrible telling that to a little boy. I wouldn't even say that to my son. Never, ever say that to your child. But it happened. And then I thought about it. I said, oh my God, some people. I had a friend, y'all, when I was younger. And we went to church together. That's how we became friends. And she used to spend a night over my house sometimes, and then I used to spend a night over her house with her and her sister. Her mom, she was nice to me, and it's not that she wasn't she was a good mom, but when she would get mad at my friend at the time, we were really young. When I say spend a night, we were young. Like, we knew each other since like elementary school. So elementary, middle, it was usually around the time that I used to go spend a night over her house, right? When we got in high school, I kind of, we hung out here and there, but we didn't really spend the night out. We get boyfriends and all that by that time. But yeah, her mom she didn't say she was, I don't remember her saying she was ugly. But I wouldn't put that past her. She might have said that, like, when she got really mad at her. Because my friend, she used to do some things. She wanted attention, and she was really rebellious. Her sister was like a straight A student, and that's all I'll say about it. She was a straight A student, wonderful personality, but she did not really treat her older sister, didn't treat my friend that good. She didn't treat her good. Sisters and brothers and sisters, sometimes they fight, stuff like that, but she didn't treat her. And as siblings, I don't have a sibling, but as a outsider looking in, it would really be nice, family in general, right, if we could treat each other, like, take a deep breath. When it comes to your family, honey, you just let loose. You are the realest you. You know what I mean? You're usually the realest you for the most part, right? Most people, right? Especially if y'all a close family. You can get on each other's nerves, all these things, right? But if you're a close family and y'all love each other, let's be careful how we speak to each other. So I don't know. I knew their grandma, I think I knew the great grandma. But anyways, their grandma, she was a lovely lady. The grandma that I knew, lovely lady. I never heard her really curse or anything like that. Real elegant lady. But there's no telling who in her mom's life used to speak to her in the same way. Or maybe, I don't know, that's just the way her mom's attitude was when she got mad. And, she just blurted out stuff without thinking. The mom used to call her a H-O with the, with the E. The H to the is O. She used to call her that. I think that was, I'm trying to think, did she call her anything else? Hey, if you can call your daughter that, you can call her anything else. So I'm just thinking there's no telling what else she could have called her, right? And I'm like, man, that was horrible to me even at that age. Like elementary, well, it was like middle school, right? Maybe some of ninth grade, I'll spend the night over there sometime. I'm like, dang, and the fact that you could say that in front of me, my God, you ain't even worried about it. I'm coming from a household where my mama has never said that to me. Well, I never gave her a reason to even think to call me that. I don't think I did, really, I was all right, I wasn't like the perfect child, but come on, y'all. But so saying all this to say, my friend, she had to build some kind of confidence in herself, and later on, I guess that confidence came with, not worrying about other people calling her that H word or B word and all this stuff like that. She just was that at that point. Well, I ain't gonna say she was acting as she was that, okay? She was acting like that H to the Izzo. She was acting like that. She started, and I'm not speaking on strippers, but she became a stripper as well when she, got older, enough to be a stripper or whatever, and had a beautiful body, all that stuff. But I think her confidence came from she had a really nice body at an early age, like a really, curvy, voluptuous, real firm, but, like a grown woman, like, had that goddess body, and that's where her confidence came from. And also, her dad, her father, he kind of, I don't want to say he sucks, but he does, he, and I'm not going to go there, but yeah, he was not the best. He wasn't really in her life, not because it could have been, we don't know, for whatever reason. I don't even want to judge it, but when the times he did come into her life, he always came with some BS, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would have to pay, she would have to pay him to cut her grass when she had a house. It wasn't even a big house, it wasn't even a big yard, and it was her lawnmower. I'm like, y'all, now some of y'all probably have been going through this. My dad would never ever charge me. I even told him that. He was like, what? You know what I'm saying? And all the men I asked, my guy friends and all that, anytime I was dating, or even my guy friends, they're like, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you cut grass, put like this, if we're not dating or anything like that, I ain't giving you none of that stuff. Of course, I'm gonna offer to pay you some money. I had a friend, nothing was going on, a homeboy, right? And that's what he did on the side. He has his regular job, and he has a business, and then two businesses, so side businesses. One business was that he cut grass, right? And so I didn't want to take advantage of him. He would have did it for free, but I offered. I just said, hey, would you take, what was I paying him? Like $30, something like that. So not a lot, but it was something, right? And I could, if he wanted more, I would have gave him more, because I don't want to take advantage of him because we're not together. But most men, they're like, If we're together, we together. You don't have what I look like charging my woman, or in that case, my daughter for cutting their grass. Anyways, y'all. So if any of this stuff sounds familiar to you and you've been through these type of things, and this stuff has really dampened your self-esteem, or maybe you just never had self-esteem, it's okay. I want to let you know it's okay, because there's people that grew up in the best of homes and they still have to work on that self-esteem. So baby, I don't want you to feel bad and feel like you're the only, not the only, you definitely want to feel like you're the only one. This is one thing of everybody, men and women. I don't ever want you to feel like I'm the only one going through this, because always keep in mind you're not. There are probably thousands of people, of other people, probably hundreds. I hate to say that, but there's definitely thousands of people who've went through the same thing you went through for the most part. Your situation might be super unique, but for the most part, people have had a lot of good things that are similar that happened to them, and people have had a lot of bad things that are similar that happened to them, okay? And then some in between things. People, we got to learn how to connect again, not be against each other, and just have conversations. But in the meantime, in between time, while the human race is working on themselves, or spirit is working on us, the lady, I was thinking before she even said, I was like, baby, you got to go get some counseling. You have to get therapy, because that was your mom. If your mom or dad or anybody that was really close to you, it could be grandma, could be aunt, uncle, somebody who raised you, or teacher, or whatever, people around you that was close to you every day. You might not have been their friends, but they were just around you all the time, telling you something bad all the time. Because a person telling you something can be affirming too, right? And then you're so young, you're going to start believing it, okay? Because your mind is not as strong, right? So, yeah, y'all, that was tough hearing. I was like, oh my God, that baby. And she was not an ugly girl at all. She wasn't unattractive, you know? And she was really hurt. But I wish her well, like I wish anybody else well. And the girl, she her teeth, everybody's teeth don't look the same. Some people have that Kodak smile, right? Some people have those nice square teeth, right? Some people don't. Some people's teeth are jacked up. It's okay. It's all right. You're still worthy of someone good, to have somebody good in your life that'll be nice to you. You're still worthy of having a friend. Okay? Nobody is better than anybody else. Okay? As people. We all can make good decisions and be the best that we can be. Now, if you're out here making bad decisions and causing harm to people, you are right now a horrible person, okay? But you can stop what you're doing. But that's a whole nother thing. And I'm not talking about those people that, hurting kids and old women and men and whoever, the elderly and whoever. You're just out here, taking people off the map, but not that extreme. But I'm just saying, like, if you, let's say, for example, let's say you're cheating on people, like you're in a relationship and you're just cheating, or you're just playing people left and right. That's causing harm to people. That's damaging people. Okay, that's damaging people. I would say this: if you are in your player mode, at least be honest and be straight up, and just tell people, hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just having fun right now. I don't want anything serious. Do you understand me? Like, you don't gotta say, do you understand me? Like, I just want you to understand. I do not want anything serious. Okay? And my feelings for you other than just a friendly feeling probably won't change, so that that person can choose to deal with you or not at their own risk. But at least you gave them that fair choice without playing with their emotions and scarring them, okay? Of course they have some responsibility they have responsibility too, but when the mind is open, then sometimes the heart can get open, okay? And if there were you on the other end, you will want somebody to hurt you and play with your emotions. And if you've never been through that before, you just wait. If you keep living, you just wait. Your time is coming. I just want you to know, if you a player and all this I don't know what they call it now, playboy or whatever, F-boy, whatever they call you, you just wait. If you keep living your time, like the old people say, just keep a living. I'm from down south. They say, just keep a living. You just keep living, baby boy. You keep living, baby girl. Your time is coming. You about to get used too. You gonna get played on too. Just wait. And it might happen when you get older. You'll know what lonely feels like. Stop playing with people if you don't want that later in life. I'll say that. If you played and hurt a lot of people, I would say just stop doing it and go ahead and get your karma now, because you're going to feel it. It might not happen in the same way, but in life, when things happen, look at what you've done in life and say, this might be a little bit of the karma. Okay? Some people don't believe in it, but it is a thing. Okay? It's a thing. So what you could do is to what is it? And I spoke about this. I'm gonna have to pull up some of my old videos, y'all, because I deleted I kind of revamped my channel a little bit. What you could do, like I said, stop doing the crappy stuff that you're doing. Start doing really good things, so you can start start getting dharma. I think that's what, cultivating dharma. And I think I'm saying it right, y'all. Dharma, I think that's the thing where it's the effect to where instead of getting karma, you do good things, and then you just balance and offset the karma. So it's almost like, God, just think about God looking down on us or whatever, and he's like, okay, all right, well, I see. I'm gonna say Jeff, yeah, he was doing hurting women all over the place, but now Jeff has started being good to women. He started being nice, respectful, and dating women and treating them like a gentleman and gentlemanly, opening doors and pulling out chairs and checking on women, seeing if they made it home safely, actually dating seriously, getting to know one woman at a time, and respecting all women. That can build your dharma, so they can offset the karma. Okay? All right, y'all. And I just want to say to the women, you are beautiful. Now, I ain't say nothing about attraction, because that's something that, now when I talk about that means how people see us when they initially see us. Like, are we pulling them in? Are we pushing them away by how we look? Are we kind of repulsing them? That's what I mean when I'm saying that. But like, as far as like just being a person, just being a natural born person, you are beautiful. Okay? They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Behold your beauty. Okay? All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.